Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Podcast of Stuff, episode 99. We are so close. We're only one away. One away from the 100. Although this is like the third time we'll have had a 100th episode or something. I forget.
Yeah. We've been at this too long.
I've watched some we got Industrial Cardboard, but why Delaware Smash? It all the states. He uses all the states and cities because he does Detroit Smash as well, right?
Yeah.
He does a lot of states and a lot of cities.
America.
He's the American hero from Japan. So, for those that don't know, not right now, but a little later, we are going to be talking Avengers Infinity War spoilers heavily.
Uh-huh.
Most of us, all of us have seen it. The compros are still working on computer issues, so they're going to be a bit. Yeah, my phone just will not restart right now. Cool.
I'm keeping an eye on the
Cool.
text chain.
So yeah, once we get to that point, if you haven't seen the movie, we recommend you either pause the video until you go see the movie, or
Pause
just
the video? Did you just call the stream a video?
for those who are watching after the fact, Ralph, and then I was going to say stuff about the stream. For those that are watching right now, you should step off the stream.
I have to be nitpicky. You know me. Come on now.
Keep your hands, arms, and legs inside the stream at all times.
Oh God. Yes,
Yeah.
indeed. Batman was the saddest death of Infinity War.
Oh,
but yeah,
for sure.
We'll talk about that later.
Gotta go. Goodbye.
We're
Yes.
not talking about it yet. We will
Yeah,
warn you.
yeah, we will warn you. But yeah, this is definitely one. I'd say this Marvel movie in particular is like the most spoiler-heavy Marvel movie.
Oh my God, without a doubt.
By
Everyone has been
far.
ripping this movie on the internet. And the thing is, but the kicker of the whole thing is you don't know until you've seen the fucking movie.
Mm-hmm. I
It's
love
because
how
I've seen so many memes that I just did not understand.
Mm-hmm. I love how literally not even a fucking day after the movie comes out, IGN posts like 30 articles that if you were really not paying attention, just spoilers up and down the articles. Insanity. It's like,
Oh, yeah.
guys, give it like at least 2 days. At least.
Nah.
No, the morning after.
Yeah.
The morning after. But before that, there's some new news tidbits. A few. Red Dead Redemption 2 trailer came out today.
Yeah.
Which
I
have now...
It's looking like more like Grand Theft Auto than Red Dead.
Well,
the
the
first
the
one
thing
did.
is,
That's worrying.
I feel like Rockstar games are very hard to have trailers for. Because you kind of know what
Yeah.
you're... Gameplay-wise, for the most part, you kind of know what you're getting.
Yeah.
They're not going to put any, like, minute details as far as the gameplay and how it's different from the previous game in their trailers, because most of their trailers are story-based. So you just kind of get a gist of the story. Like, in this one, hey, John Marston makes an appearance. That's cool. But besides...
I'm pretty sure he's actually one of the main characters, to be honest.
It's a prequel game.
Yeah.
But besides that, like, it's a game that's going to be in the West, and you're a cowboy.
My hope is that it is not a what's the word I'm looking for here? A GTA clone, because it looks like there's a lot of characters, and I don't want that alternating perspective nonsense that the last Grand Theft Auto had.
Oh, you're thinking there's going to be 3 different characters.
More than that, I think. I think this is going to have a focus on literally all of that gang of what was it, Duke's Boys or something like that,
Yeah.
right?
Something like that.
I just really hope it's not, because I don't want to deal with that in any which way.
But basically, at the end of the day, like, I don't think you can truly measure how a Rockstar game is going to be until you have it in front of you and are playing it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, without a doubt. That's what I'm saying. I hope. I'm not saying definitively, because it is a Rockstar game. And there's a lot of ways this can play the fuck out. I'm just stating that I really, really hope it doesn't play out this certain way.
But yeah. So we shall see. This will make you happy. Nintendo Labo, for all intents and purposes, is
Failed.
flopping.
Thank God.
Like, basically, what I expected to happen was it wasn't going to do great. But some people that were on the more creative side were going to make some cool things and post them online. And I've seen some cool things posted online. Some dude actually took the motorcycle thing, wired it to a wheelchair, and had it pilot the wheelchair for a kid. That was interesting. And that's what I was expecting out of it. Like, some people were going to make some interesting stuff from the kits. But that's it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's not really, like, I think it's already hit its peak. It's not going to really get that much farther than it currently is. Hey, my phone booted. That's cool. It works. The other thing, that's basically all the news. Oh, sorry, Ant-Man and the Wasp had a trailer.
Yeah, I mean, shocking.
It's
Again, after this movie though, where does this? I don't understand.
It's a prequel. It's going to be
son of a bitch.
The post-credit scene of this movie is going to have what happens in Infinity War is going to take place in the post-credit scene of this movie. Know that for a fact.
Probably, yeah.
I'm dying. Help me, PG. Oh, DA. We're doing this again, aren't we?
Oh, no. Man, what did your brother say? The only time this computer was going to go is when he goes. So your brother's probably already dead.
Rest in peace, PG.
Your boy got gunned down in the street. It's over. It's a rip.
But yeah, this movie, Ant-Man and the Wasp, is going to have, I think, a lot of needed levity from Avengers. Man, trailer looked interesting. I liked the choice of music for it. Just typical Marvel trailer. Not really much else to say.
Yeah.
The only other thing is, I have played. Not my fault. I have played and beat God of War, the new one.
Okay.
It is very good.
Oh yeah, God of War was a great game. I watched the entire story.
The best God of War game. Easily.
Well, I mean, story-wise, yeah, hands down.
Gameplay-wise, too. The gameplay was fun. It was really fun. Like, to me...
Again, I can't attest to gameplay. I didn't play it.
It felt like I would say a mix of, like, hack and slash, the old God of War gameplay, and Dark Souls. Like,
I've heard it explained as Last of Us Dark Souls.
Split right down the middle.
Yeah. Just
because, to me, spoiler for the game, but I don't think it's really a spoiler. Eventually, you get the Blades of Chaos again. And
it's Kratos. There's always those things have to be there. That's not a spoiler if you're not an idiot.
A lot of the combos for the Blades of Chaos ripped right from the old games. So that's why I say hack and slash, just because it felt very familiar, especially once I got the Blades of Chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah, story was great. And just, I'm a program developer, and there are some times...
Really? I never knew.
Yeah. There are some times where, like, people will, like, throw out an idea and be like, that sounds hard as hell, but God, it'll be cool if we do it right. God of War made one of those decisions for development. The one-shot camera. So, for those that have watched trailers or watched gameplay, the minute you start the game, camera fades in on Kratos.
Yeah.
There is never a cut of camera perspective from that point on. The camera just moves. At a point, it'll move behind Kratos when you're doing gameplay, and then you will literally walk into a cutscene, and then the camera just starts moving to angles for the advantage of the cutscene. Just like, in my mind, the programming and all the shit that they had to do, testing and stuff, to make that work sounds stupid. Just like, when you have a pre-rendered cutscene, it's just, that's it. You hard cut, and then it's a pre-rendered cutscene. There's no game engine basically involved. You just shoot however you want for your scene, and then cut back to the gameplay engine. You have to seamlessly integrate gameplay engine cutscenes fluidly without any break. Like, that just sounds like I want to pull my hair out. Like,
I mean, it doesn't sound like, honestly, it's that bad as long as they put it on a rail-based system.
That's the thing, though. Like, where is the delineation between the cutscene starting and the gameplay? You can't really put that on rails.
I mean, if you follow the track of the camera movement, if you just say, okay, camera slides in this direction into the pre-rendered cutscene, I'm not saying it's not easy. I'm not saying it's easy. I mean, this must have been difficult, but I'm saying I can kind of see with how this line of transitionary camera movement was going to be programmed in a way. There had to have been a rail-based system implemented for it to travel between, non-pre-rendered in-game footage into the, the pre-rendered, CG footage.
Well, no, it's not pre-rendered, though. It's in engine. Every cutscene is in engine.
Wait, that didn't look in engine.
It's in engine.
Huh. Are
Yeah.
we certain that that's entirely an engine? Cause...
Oh yes, believe me, I was watching carefully the entire time I played the game.
Okay. All right, if you say so, because I'm just a little on the
that's
side.
that's what I'm saying. Like, God, that must have sucked. But it was so good though. Like,
yeah, no, it was really.
They had to like frame all the cutscenes in the frame of like, okay, the person is going to walk here, and then Atreus will walk around Kratos, and then the camera starts moving around Atreus and Atreus, and
Atreus,
just the planning behind it too. It's like the planning, then they did all the mocap and stuff like that, and then you have to transition from all right, gameplay mocap to how do I seamlessly get the mocap I captured from actor dude to seamlessly go into the character walk, from the character walk animation to his walking animation. Just like all these different questions just popped in my head, and I'm like, that would be a nightmare.
I mean, yeah.
These guys did an amazing job.
I think, yeah.
And like I saw some behind the scenes stuff, and that team was huge.
Yeah. It had to have been. Just look at that game shows you enough that the team had to be massive.
Yeah. This game too,
like Infinity War's wall of animators.
Like, I 100%ed the game, got platinum trophy.
Of course you did.
This game definitely is going to be a Last of Us game for me. Like, I played it, I loved it. I don't think I'm ever going to play it again. Just because
I mean, depending on the DLC.
I will. Besides that, but like the main story,
there's no reason to play the main.
I can't get the same reaction again.
No.
Same with Last of Us.
Yeah.
But there's some challenging ass fights too. The Valkyries were awful.
You platinum, so you beat Sigrun, right?
Oh yeah. And but now my biggest question about the game is, how is the sequel gonna work? Just because you have to kind of go back to the main hub area to go to different realms, and there's a bunch of realms that you didn't visit as a part of the game.
Asgard especially.
Asgard, Alfheim. I think there's 4 realms that you didn't go to.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to have the same hub area again, which means it'll probably you have to retrack stuff you did in the first game. So in my head, it's just like that's gonna be a problem. Trying to get around things. Unless the entire game takes place in Asgard or something. I don't know.
I don't think it will, for the main reason that they have to... What's the word I'm looking for here? He's killed a lot of the remaining gods of Asgard. I'm not of Asgard, of Norse mythology already. Baldur, essentially. So, I don't know how much you know.
Oh, I know.
About
Baldur dying signals Ragnarok.
Yeah, exactly. So... They're already at the end game of Norse mythology. Like, he's just got to deal with Odin and Thor now. Everyone else is gone.
Still got Freya, and she's pissed.
She's pissed. Not going to be his enemy. That showed at the end when she's staring him down talking to Atreus.
We shall see. But all in all, yeah, definitely looking forward to the sequel. For sure.
Oh, yeah.
Also, I bought the special edition PS4 Pro for it.
Of course you did.
And that game on a 4K TV with like the TV settings just right, holy fuck. It looks pretty, especially Freya's house, just because it has like the red trees and there's just like so much color. It's so colorful. And Kratos tattoos be popping in HDR. Oh. So that's about all I had. I had one other thing, but I need the Count Bros to be here.
DA hasn't even sent another text or update yet, so we are running on hopes and dreams at the moment.
So whenever they get here. I ain't waiting. So at this point, anyone watching the stream or watching the VOD after the fact,
there we go.
We are going to be talking about Infinity War spoilers. If you haven't seen the movie, leave. Now. This is your final warning. 3, 2, 1. Spider-Man. We'll get to that. We gotta go in sequential order. Is this? You said it online. This is your favorite Marvel movie, or you think it's the best?
Oh, I think it is the best.
It
is hands down the best, and not because of any small singular reason. Essentially, this is my favorite because of what it is all in all. This was, without a doubt, the best possible way they could have fused so many damn storylines.
Oh, the balancing act that they did in this movie was, bar none, like, incredible.
I did not expect this. I expected there to be chop. I expected there to be issues, like with the transitions. There wasn't.
Everyone got a moment to shine.
Every plot line got tied up. Everything they started from Iron Man 1 to now was dealt with. Everybody's personality problems and their own character plot holes and plot failures that have come up were dealt with. In small ways, sure, but important ways.
So, I mean, that was a big key to the movie's success. But I think probably the biggest key, and I couldn't pinpoint this until I saw someone say it online, and I'm like, that makes perfect sense. This movie was not Stark's movie. It was not Doctor Strange's movie. It was not Spider-Man's movie. It was not Thor's. It was not Captain America's. It was not the Guardians.
Thanos' movie.
It was Thanos' movie. He was the main character of this entire movie.
And the fact that they made... Okay, the fact that this is even a problem shows how well he was written. The current...
That you almost agree with him?
The current and only real controversy about this movie is that there is a sizable chunk of viewership that don't see a problem, that actually agree and can relate to Thanos' whole mentality. That is the only thing I ever saw on the small social media jumps I took before I went to see this movie. Is I would see somebody talking about, how if you agree with Thanos, you're a monster, or if you say something like that, you're just a closed-minded fool. It's
they start sounding like Thanos.
I mean, to be honest, personally, I came out of that movie one of those. I see what he's saying.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. He was written so well to the point where you're just like, God, I can see it. He almost convinced me until you're like, universal genocide. You almost had me, man.
But also, besides even that, the fact that the after scene, after he does it, the first thing we see isn't him gloating, isn't even him happy. It's the scene with child Gamora at that altar, with him looking pensive as just all hell. He looks like he knows what he did was horrendous, but it had to be done.
What did you have to give up?
Because
everything.
Just that look of I'm a monster, but I had to do what I did. And then the end scene of him alone in that hut. Again, he's not living in some castle. He's not acting like a god. He's sitting in a self-made hut with his now Infinity Gauntlet wearing scorched up arm.
And just content.
That arm is fucked, in case nobody else noticed. Because I walked out of the theater with my friends, and nobody noticed that in that scene. They were looking at his face too much, but I noticed that his arm was charcoal.
So on the topic of Thanos, I think for the longest time, I think almost everyone would agree that Gollum / Smeagol was the greatest CG character to appear in a movie. Andy Serkis' performance was phenomenal in the two movies. He brought that character to life. I think he has been usurped.
Oh, without a doubt.
Thanos.
That's not even a question.
Josh Brolin's performance, the CG. I guess they mocapped his face. I don't know. They did. I'm going to eat up the behind the scenes once this Blu-ray comes out. Yeah, just his performance, the animator's job. Like, at one point when he's on Titan talking to Strange, like, I noticed a vein bulging out of his head. I'm like, oh, that's like an unnecessary detail. It's just amazing. Like, you can tell he's just like, I've had a day, and I want that fucking time stone, wizard.
God.
Well, like, there are so many things. We just gotta start at the beginning. We gotta start at the beginning. Like,
Yeah. Agreed.
Movie starts. Thor's ship is fucked. Just
what a way to start. No soft lead in. Just no. We're going in. Everything's gone to hell. Get ready.
My only questions coming out of those scenes, because it didn't show them, what happened to Valkyrie, and
she's hard dead.
And what happened to Korg? Korg can't be. Thor said half of the Asgardians are dead.
Asgardians.
They're a part of Asgard now.
We'll see.
I'm hoping Korg needs to be alive.
I don't know.
I
really don't know.
So those are my two questions on that scene. But basically, movie starts. The telekinesis son of Thanos is giving his, exposition of, you may see this as, it's like, this is messy. Just like going through his all just, Thanos is great, Thanos is mighty.
Yeah, going through his whole religious spiel.
And then Thanos gives his, destiny has arrived. Oh, by the way, fucking I saw it on Thursday, so I was in a packed theater. As soon as the Marvel Studios thing came up, some dude in the crowd just goes, "Destiny has arrived!" Just yells it.
Fucking course.
My buddy Michael was pissed. And I guess someone next to him, too, was getting out of his seat a bunch. And I guess had Chew.
Fucking kill yourself.
And was just spitting in a cup next to him. Valkyrie led them off the ship. Here's hoping. Yeah, Thanos.
Well, Thor survived in space, so we'll see.
Thanos gave his whole little exposition, and then Loki shows that he has the Tesseract.
Loki had one of the best scenes in the movie.
You really are the worst, brother.
Not that one. The scene where Thanos is like, "I'll kill him." It was just like, he's like, "Yeah, sure, fuck it, man, do it. I'm not gonna bat an eye." All of a sudden, purple electricity coursing through, Thor's temple, and he's just slowly, the veneer breaks away, and he's just like, "Stop, fucking stop, okay, fuck it, stop."
So
that was good.
Yes, and then, we have a Hulk.
Oh, was stated somewhere, BG? I didn't see where. You'd have to show me.
Yeah. Then we have a Hulk, which I feel like Loki, for about 5 seconds, was like, yes, I got to say it. And then Hulk gets bitch slapped. Like, when he got punched in, like, the side of a head, and he had, like, the... it was like, oh, no. Oh, no. And then just gets mollywopped by Thanos.
Oh, he got manhandled.
And then... Heimdall sends Hulk back to Earth. Thor tries again to hit Thanos, and then they wrap him in scrap metal. Heimdall sends him away. Thanos stabs Heimdall in the heart. Heimdall is super dead. Then Loki fakes loyalty to Thanos. Undying loyalty.
He got real close.
And then Thanos, as a symbolic passing of the torch, chokes the life out of Marvel's former greatest villain.
Literally snapped his neck like a twig.
And usurps the role. Then just proceeds to destroy the ship that Thor's on. Then we cut to... Hulk slamming into Doctor Strange's house, which a funny scene. So you're saying you don't have any money? As a magician, I do not have any material attachments to this material plane. Yeah, let me tell
Let me
the
tell the guys at the corner deli that. What do you want? How much you got? About 500 rubies. What's that? Like $1.50.
Your metaphysical currency or something along those lines.
God.
Then
the writing was
Banner
just so well.
slams into the house. Title card. And I believe it cuts to Stark with Pepper.
Yeah.
Having a little conversation about him thinking she had a baby, and then her being like, well, we'd have a kid, but you're wearing your fucking arc
So
reactor.
I foresee a moment in the next one where Tony gets back to Earth. She's gone, but there is a maternity test there. Positive.
Ooh, that would... Ooh.
Yeah. You want to talk about emotional heartstring ripping?
Oh, yeah.
That'll do it. Because it's like, I don't know, I had a dream, it was pretty vivid. And then that goes immediately hard cut away from that. Like, super hard cut to Strange just being like, Stark, now, thing, people we gotta fight. Come on, let's go. And just, the next time we hear from Pepper is on that ship and that static recording. So I am entirely certain we're gonna see something of her.
Maybe.
That she was pregnant and she's gone.
We shall see. Yeah, they're having the talk then. Mr. Stark, I need you to come with me. Hey, who's asking? I was like, oh, Mrs. Potts, congratulations on the wedding. Dust to be coming from Pepper's stomach at the end. Oh.
Wow. Talk about ass. Wow. That'd be too much. Yeah. That would be way too much.
I feel like, pro-life people would probably be like, see?
Jesus.
Shuri is alive. Screw you, BG.
She's alive.
The queen
she's alive.
Lives.
She has to be alive. Because we haven't gotten our Stark Shuri scene. She's alive.
Because why would you? Oh, Shuri's dead. Next scene. No. They showed everybody dying. She lives. There would be no point in the emotional resonance of them going, oh, she's dead. No. They would have to show it in order for it to be there, and they didn't. So she's alive. Screw you, BG. Because BG like, she dying. Just watch. Nah, homie, nah. The queen lives.
No, she's easily alive.
That is pretty true. She's currently the acting queen of Wakanda.
Yeah, no, she's easily alive, hands down.
But
what happened with the computer? But Jesus Christ, that was bad. I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna download TeamSpeak on my laptop. I went back to the computer like, oh, it's starting up, and then it just didn't. And then I was like, okay, TeamSpeak on the laptop, and then it started back up, and it was just a ping pong back and forth. It was terrible. A couple things in the beginning.
You are a little low though, DA.
I am a little low. Let me move up a little bit. How's that?
That works.
Or do I have to turn it up?
A little better.
I'm gonna turn it up. I don't know how to
turn it up.
I don't know.
I'm just gonna bump you up in audio.
Bump me up. Do it. Give me a bump.
Yeah.
Well, actually, you're bumped up pretty far, but whatever.
Yeah, you guys still
more
a little bit.
All right.
So, there was only one scene in this movie where I was just like, that doesn't look the best. And that was when it was the wide shot of Thanos grabbing Loki by the neck. It looked a little wonky. I noticed that on first viewing. Second, Loki had the space stone. He could have teleported them away.
I don't know if he knew how to use it.
I don't know what BG's talking about, but screw him.
No, all the new Avengers did not die. Wait, hold on. Did they? Let me think about that.
The original Avengers live.
And then... Oh, yeah. Strange is... Okay. Yeah.
The OGs survive.
Okay.
Yeah, I could see it being a little weird. Like, those scenes... But, I don't know. Like, for that, I forgive slightly just because of the CG.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying it detracted me from the movie. I'm just saying... All the other scenes were 10. This was like a 7. It was just like,
yeah, no, I agree. Because I think they were focusing more on the emotional weight than the actual direction of the fucking scene.
Yeah, but
of Thor going ah ah.
Well, I mean, look, let's look at it. We haven't seen Thor get absolutely manhandled or Hulk get manhandled.
That's exactly what I was about to bring up with the Thor versus not the Thor with the Hulk versus Thanos thing. That is basically a wrestler tactic, which is, oh, this dude is so bad. He even beat this person. Like for the longest time, it was just like, and you're gonna be fighting Kane, and it's just like, oh, if he could beat Kane, he's in contention for the world title because we know that Kane is strong. So now we're like, okay, in the back of our mind, if this didn't happen, we'd always be like, okay, but Hulk gonna beat him up. Yeah. Nah. One
Hulk
stone and he's getting whooped.
Literally, the last movie, Hulk punched the demon that killed Asgard in the face.
Yeah.
And like was just like, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to fight this demon. Now Hulk does not want to come out.
Yeah, they needed to get that out the way, and I loved it.
Yeah, because Hulk running scared was perfect. It's like, Hulk, all right, buddy, time to come out. No. Hard, no. My roommate was asking, he's like, well, why was he like that? I'm like, come on. Hulk has never been, again, I use the term manhandled because that's what happened. He has never been manhandled.
Like, he's had fights where he's lost, like against the Hulkbuster and against Thor, but like...
Yeah, but they were close, contested fights.
Yeah, exactly.
This was legit. Oh, you thought you had a shot. I gave you a free punch. Now I'm going to bend you like a pretzel.
And basically, Hulk is just an animal. So an animal gets defeated, and it shows his belly and just goes, okay, you're the leader. I don't want to mess with you. And that's basically
which made the Banner scene towards the end so fucking amazing.
Oh, you big baby, I'll do it myself. All right, so we were at Stark and Strange.
Any point up to this point you want to comment on, DA? From that movie to the conversation with Stark and Pepper.
Oh my god.
Heimdall. Wait, why?
I know!
Out the gate, they had to be like, okay, we're killing people. Legit.
No, we have to Game of Thrones this. This is Red Wedding shit. Right now. Let's go.
And I once Loki was just like, Loki, Prince of Asgard. I'm like, he's dying. He's dead.
Yeah.
He's giving his big hype up. You all will remember me, all of you corpses. But yeah, that sucked.
Yeah, Odin's son. The moment he said, like,
son of Odin.
Of Asgard,
son of Odin.
Odin's son, I was like, oh, this is his goodbye. Which makes Tom Hiddleston even more of a scumbag.
What?
Like, you all know about what he did before the release of this movie, right?
Well, fucking yeah, because he's a fucking trickster.
Yeah.
He was true to his character on social media.
Yeah. Everybody was like, oh man, is he being like Tom Hiddleston, like the person, or is he being Loki, the character right now?
What did he do?
Like,
he literally
Loki
went
survives.
on and stated that, oh, don't worry about it. I'm back for a few more movies. Don't worry about a thing. 5 minutes into the movie. Snap.
So,
and I think this is hard dead situation.
Oh yeah,
he's not.
There are quite a few characters that are hard dead. Heimdall, Loki, and then we'll get to the other one. So we get the Banner telling Strange, Wong, and Stark about Thanos, and they explain the Infinity Stones to Stark.
We making smoothies?
Apparently.
Like,
yeah, my roommate is.
warm.
Apologies.
It's hottest here.
It's no same. My room is a sauna.
We get
8 years later to be over.
Excuse me. Oh man, I'm just at the draining point. Like I'm all better from my cold, but just mucus abound. I loved the fact that they were up front with. So Tony Stark and Doctor Strange are essentially the same character, and we are going to have them fucking butt heads. I loved the whole thing of just, are you really leaning on the urn of, like, whatever the fuck, and then,
the urn of the universe.
Yeah, it's like, his cape slaps Stark's hand.
Pulls him away.
I am going to allow that. And this, like,
all right, I'm gonna allow that.
What do you do besides making balloon animals? Protecting your reality, douchebag.
Douchebag.
It's like this is what I wanted of these two talking to each other. Like
that was the hope. I wanted the I'm a doctorate in this. What do you have a doctorate in? That was that scene to me, and I was really happy about it. Like Stark being like in the comics, I have like 6 doctorates. What do you have? 1? That whole back and forth of like the ego contest. I loved it. Every second of it. It made me so happy.
Then we get them. They said they need to track the Vision. The Vision's gone dark. They can't find him. I'm like, who can track him down?
And then all of a sudden, hey,
Steve Rogers.
what's blowing out the air?
Oh no, we get the little thing of the flip phone and Banner getting caught up.
The flip phone is so
yeah,
amazing.
I love it.
He just goes up in a little corner, opens the flip phone. I'm like, oh my goodness!
I was like,
Steve Rogers.
It's like, freaking flip phone. It's like this archaic technology. But yeah, then the scene of the aliens arriving, which I actually really liked the whole one-shot thing of like him helping the person up, car crash into the pole. Like I liked how they framed that scene.
Well, yeah, because it's a far cry from what they were in the beginning in the first Avengers movie, where they were just focused on the enemy and rather than just protecting people, it was like an offshoot. The first comes saving people and then comes addressing the threat. Because Tony called in help. Like, it shows the progression of who they are as Earth's defenders, quote unquote. Mm-hmm. So I really liked that.
And I really liked when Strange cleared out all the people. Tony looked at him and just sort of, it was just like, okay, I give you my respect now. And that was a nice moment.
Little wink. And then we get the spider sense, which really I rewatched Civil War, like Avengers 2 and Civil War, but mostly. Peter has shown his spider sense. It's just not as like in your face as it was in the other two trilogies. Like in Civil War, Spider-Man's chasing the Falcon, and then Peter at one point just goes, "Oh my god!" and immediately ducks and like he dodges a trash can getting thrown at him by Barnes in Civil War. So it's like he's had the spider sense. It's just like they're more subtle about it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But no, the best part of that bus scene was, can you cause a distraction?
We're all gonna die!
And he just casually slips out the fucking emergency winch.
Which, the thing is, too, like, you gotta figure that there are people on the bridge, so they just see this kid stick to the side
of the cars next to the bus!
Side of the bus, and be like, that was Spider! He's a high schooler! What bus is that? What bus is that? But
I think everyone's looking in their rear view. I think that's what they're hoping for. That's like the mindset of everybody watching is like, oh, they're looking in their rear view with the giant donut in the sky.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like, all right, it's good to have you back, Banner. It's good to have you back. Just hold on. Banner, you're embarrassing me in front of the wizards. It was so good.
You're embarrassing me in front of the wizards. The fact that he continues to say wizards. Save the wizard! That's the wizard. There goes the wizard.
Man, we get the whole action scene with Doctor Strange, Spidey. It started the movie on a great note of the action scenes to come.
The choreography of magic and
Russos,
technology.
The fucking
fighting.
Russos are amazing!
You missed the part where Tony Stark called what's his name Squidward.
Oh yeah!
Yes!
Which killed me.
The whole theater was dying.
That was amazing.
Earth is closed today.
So chill out, Squidward.
He was my favorite henchman, and I was sad when he went.
Oh yeah,
oh, yeah. Easily.
Oh yeah, no, his death scene was perfect.
Quite a simple little enchantment, but quite unbreakable. Then I'll pull it from your corpse. But
God. What's funny is the person I was seeing it with leaned over is like, is that supposed to be Voldemort? And I'm just like,
no.
The most deadly.
Literally, it's Squidward.
The most deadly of Thanos' children. Man, all of Peter's scenes in it, great. Web sling.
PG saying that wasn't Spider Sense, Mike.
Then what was it?
I don't know. Power on. He'll respond when he hears it.
But Peter actually getting to web sling in a city was pretty cool.
That was actually very nice to
Downtown.
see.
But yeah, they managed to abduct Strange. Excuse me. And then from there, did I miss anything? DA, you're better remembering specifics than me.
Am I?
Oh, easily.
Okay.
They abducted
Am
Strange.
I?
Oh, wait, I forgot.
Thinks that-
Oh, fucking A,
Hulk
duh.
gets thrown away.
Mr.
Doctor, if the Hulk isn't gonna come out, then I need you to step away.
I forgot about Peter fucking getting the Iron Spider suit. I need to see.
No, that happens after the. Oh, no, it happens
in
before he
space.
gets abducted. Yeah,
Well, no, the ship's going into space.
that's as he's abducted.
Yeah. I'm curious just because they always eke in little things, like little like Easter eggs and stuff. The code name for the Iron Spider suit that Tony says to send has to be something.
What was it again?
BG.
What did he
In
say?
issue 126. Shut up. Ugh.
I don't remember what he called it. But apparently BG says it was pulled by the Force. It wasn't Spidey's sense.
I doubt that. I really doubt
I think that was their physical manifestation of the Spidey sense, just
I
so they
think-
could show it off.
I think so. But
Like because not everything is going to be straight to canon here. I think that was a hammy way of showing the Spidey sense.
I also I loved, he gets the Iron Spider suit. It's like, oh man, this is awesome. All right, Friday, send him home. Oh, come on!
But then he stays.
They get on the ship. Then he has the tense
Speaking of
phone
loyalty.
call with Pepper.
Yeah.
Just like, oh. The
Oh,
feel-
hold on. Sorry, we passed by the small detail of just Tony's suit. That nano shit. That's Extremis.
That looked amazing.
That was the Extremis armor, which is insane because they haven't mentioned that. We had the Mark 42 in Iron Man 3, but now he's just straight mastered, like the Extremis nanotechnology. That scene as it literally formed over him, I as a tech nerd, I just leaned back and fucking squeed, man. I was just like, yeah, God, yes! I've been waiting to see that since they showed Extremis in Iron Man 3, and my God, not disappoint. Throughout every following fight, whenever the suit's damaged, it repaired it fucking self as much as it could. The making of the sword, not only the gun, just come on. Was nobody's else mind fucking blown away by that shit?
It was good.
Side.
Oh, fuck you.
So next
No,
scene,
that is without a doubt my favorite part of the movie was that suit, just detail wise.
So
My God.
So the next scene was, I believe, space, if I'm correct.
Yes.
So we get the Guardians. Then
Thor and Rocket are the best pair to ever be written.
We get, them talking, the I am Groot.
Boy, was there too much of the Guardians in this movie.
There was.
Boy,
I
was
did
I
actually not
feeling
enjoy the
it.
Guardians part as much as everyone else.
I found it
That's
fun.
great.
There was way. I understand Gamora, and I kind of understand Chris Pratt, because they have their relationship, and that's a bit of heart in the movie. But man, I'm just like, ugh. At a certain point, there was more of the Guardians than Tony, and I'm like, that's not even.
No, it's not. It was annoying.
And their jokes were not landing.
I mean, that's what I loved when Thor was around. It made their parts better because, to be honest, they really did fall the flattest.
I found this stuff
Gamora
funny.
was fine, but Quill, he did not land. In a movie where comedic bits between, Thor, Tony, Strange, Rocket even, just all of these amazing combo scenes, the scenes with Quill just came off bad.
But in the theaters, they got the biggest laughs.
Not in my
just
theater.
Roll in my eyes.
Not in my theater.
I found
almost nobody laughed at those parts, the Guardian parts. Like, okay, but the people got laughs when Quill was imitating Thor's voice. But to make another drastic comparison to a later scene, the scene with Bucky and Rocket, the entire theater was vibrating with laughter. So
they go to see the.
Also, yes, Rabbit. I have to. BG. Not BG. Versus is right. Thor calling Rocket a rabbit and Rocket not commenting on it. Like, he's like, rabbit. And then just lets it go because he knows Thor is not someone to question. That shows good character, and I loved Rocket in this movie just for that reason.
But yeah, the whole, like, you are a dude. This is a man.
This is man.
It's like a pirate and an angel. Rubbing his arms.
Gamora's like, his muscles are like woven steel. He's like, okay, can you stop touching the pirate angel guy?
Yeah, basically.
See that went too long. Quill with his deep voice, it went too long.
Yeah,
wrap this up.
They definitely played the Guardians parts too long. It would have been better if they were a little shorter.
Yeah, we got then Thor heads with Rocket and Groot to the Dwarf Moon, and then the Guardians go towards nowhere. Then after that, we cut, I believe, back to alien spaceship with Strange. I think it seems right.
Yes.
I'm trying to think about the threads in this movie.
On the
oh no, we got Vision. I'm just going off memory right now. We get Vision and Scarlet Witch, and they have their.
That's when BG started vibrating, and I just shook my head. He's like, "House of M." Shut up and no.
And then the end happens, and now that's fucking impossible.
So they have like their nice moment, and then they get attacked. Turns out, what's his face's Loki scepter can just puncture Vision, and he can't phase through it. They have a pretty cool little fight scene with them, and then they get put into a corner, and then fucking Cap shows up like a badass.
I love his new outfit. That's what I was geeking out over. The dark muted colors. I'm like, yeah.
He's not Captain America anymore, essentially.
The captain.
He's just Cap.
The Captain. There's one point in the comics where he had a darker colored costume, and he went by the Captain. Yeah. And then the rest of the gang, Falcon and Black Widow, just beating the shit out of the alien dudes. They get them
just hold on. You haven't commented on one of the best parts of the movie when they got to that dwarf sun.
We're not there yet. I'm going sequential, my man.
All right.
So as sequential as possible. Go to Wiki, Mike.
Well,
it helps.
Talk for a second, then.
I'm talking for a second. I'm going to go see it again tomorrow on one of the biggest screens in Detroit. Really looking forward to that. Checking out things that I missed. You guys were talking about Thanos. I'm going to talk about him for a second. Ooh, he did a great job. Oh, he was awesome. There were a lot of just little lines when Quill was about to shoot Gamora. He's like, the lady asked you to do it. Like,
yeah.
He doesn't give a...
You expect too much of him.
When he
before he fades,
I like
you.
It's like the approving father of the boyfriend. Just I like him.
Because he knew that Quill had the guts to do what needed to be done. Just like Thanos is attempting to do.
Yep.
So he's just like, there's some kinship right here. A little thing, but it's so good. Thanos was amazing.
All right, so... Oh, the fucking wiki isn't in the right order.
Or maybe you weren't in the right order.
No.
Shablam! Shablam!
So, we basically get that scene of the rest of the Guardians going to fight Thanos, and Gamora and Quill have a nice scene of, because she knows where the Mind Stone is, or not the Mind Stone, the Soul Stone, and if Thanos gets her, that she wants Quill to kill her. And
so
they,
she doesn't
and,
get the Soul Stone.
and they agree. And then Drax has
Which is funny because that's a two-factor. Because what happens later. If Quill had done it, there was literally no way for Thanos to ever get the Soul Stone. Ever.
Peter Quill is this hero's villain.
Yeah.
He's the monster of Infinity Wars.
Yeah, he actually is. Twice he fucks the entire universe because he's an actual moron. Twice.
Oh, yes.
First is with that scene. Second is when they have Thanos beat. Ugh, I hated Peter Quill.
That pissed me off.
Then we got...
Dude, I hate Peter Quill in this movie.
Then we have the small little Drax funny scene. Then they get to nowhere. Everything's dark. They go. Thanos is seemingly interrogating the Collector, trying to find out where the stone is. Gamora ambushes him, seemingly murders him. But it turns out it was the Reality Stone. Everything is actually on fire. And then they have the...
Back up a little bit.
Go ahead.
She murders him and then starts to cry.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Which was a really good moment. And I'm like, even though he's a monster, she still has some affection there. And that's good.
We don't know if that's, from brainwashing or
also,
what.
before that...
Doesn't matter. Affection is affection.
Also, actually, before
I'm not saying that. I'm just wondering what
before that, too, was
from.
the flashback scene. Forgot about that. Where he murders half of Gamora's race.
Oh, yeah.
Also, great fucking scene. You just... that gives you just all the weight that you need for later.
Oh, yeah.
Of just...
It was a simple but a very effective scene.
Yeah, just perfect. And, to me, too, just a little callback, he invaded with the Chitauri. They showed off him actually using the Chitauri army again. And just, the perfectly balanced as all things in the universe. And as soon as the massacre happens, he just gently has her look at the knife. It's like, keep trying, keep trying. There you go. Just so good.
And little moments where he goes, that throne could have been yours. And he doesn't sit on the throne. He, sits on the stairs.
On
and
the
looks
stairs,
at her in the eye.
yep.
I'm like, he is looking at her in the eyes and he's on the ground. This man is amazing. What are they doing? Where are this caliber of villains for the longest time?
I think it's been... They've been trying to figure it out what works, and they saw that, and we saw that kind of come through with Black Panther in a big way, but we see them learning from all their mistakes.
I personally think it started with Homecoming, because I thought the Vulture was pretty good.
That's what I'm saying.
Say they've only started to try in the last couple years.
Yeah.
And then Killmonger was really good. And Killmonger and, in all honesty, Claw, I thought was really good. And Thanos is amazing. Nowhere scene, the whole, you should have gone left, was great.
Yeah.
Then, I believe, this is when they cut back to them on the ship. And, about loyalty. What are you doing here? It's like, I'm sorry, sir, I don't want to hear it. But it's like, you gave me the suit, and then like that, and the suit is really intuitive, so actually it's your fault, and I'm hearing it. It's really your fault. What did you just say? Have you seen this really old movie called Aliens?
Not one more pop culture reference from you for the rest of the trip. That line.
It's like, these were made for surgery. Each one of them so painful, and with one slip, your friend could die in an instant. Technically, he's not really my friend, but it's really just a professional courtesy thing that I want to save him.
Any interaction between Tony and Strange were absolutely gold.
Your powers.
You could tell the writers had all of the fun.
Oh, yeah. Your powers have no effect on me here. Yeah, but the kid's seen more movies. And then, so
Blast.
my buddy, that I went to see the movie.
What are those?
Movie with, he is a giant Spider-Man fan, and he is the type of person that does not look at any trailer. In fact, when he goes to see a movie, he brings headphones into the movie theater and puts them on during the trailers and looks away from the screen because he does not want to see trailers for anything.
My man.
So, when the legs came out in the Iron Spider suit, he vaulted forward in his chair.
Yeah.
And just geeked the fuck out. I mean, I did too. Not as much as him, but like, I was hoping, like, as soon as the legs came out, I was like, oh! And yeah, then Stark and him have the conversation. He's like, I was trying to bench you, but so they have their little discussion. Then I think we cut to Thor, Rocket, and Groot. Thor has one of the most emotional scenes I think Chris Hemsworth has ever done.
That was a really good scene.
It was.
So your father and brother are dead. Your mother, killed by a dark elf. Best friend, stabbed in the heart. Rage, pure aggression, all good motivators. Really clears the mind. But yeah, just where...
No.
You know,
oh, God, all of it.
I'm 15,000 years old. I've killed twice as many people in that. All of them have come at me with the intent of killing me, but I'm still here. Thanos is just
Fate is on my side.
Thanos is just another guy on that long list, and Fate is on my side. But what if you're wrong? Well, what more do I have to lose? It was just like,
Again, there is not a bad instance of writing in this whole fucking movie.
Wouldn't say that.
Oh?
Guardians. Like Guardians!
I don't think that was bad writing. I think that was just bad direction. Like, it went too long.
Nope. I think that the joke, I've said this a lot of times. I'm an easy laugh. It's very, very easy to make me laugh. There are a lot of things that make me laugh. Repetition, things that go on too long. The chip scene with Drax seemed really perfect for someone like me. But I'm just like, this isn't doing it for me. Don't know why.
I think that's direction because it just went on way too long. I don't think that's
direction. That has nothing to do with it. The lines that were said were not good.
I like the eyeball. You won this in a poker game? No. I won money from the poker game. I went to his room later and stole the eye. Yeah, you might want to clean that first because I had to smuggle that up my...
Already in his head. So good.
Easy way to get around that, having to do that little special effect. The eye patch. Yeah, they get to the star. They find out that the Infinity Gauntlet was crafted by the dwarves. And then probably the best actor
kept
cameo.
Secret.
Kept
secret.
We knew he was in the movie. We didn't know who.
That's what I mean. We don't know what the fuck he was playing.
And as soon as it was revealed, I was like, oh my god, this is perfect. Just gigantic Peter Dinklage was so good.
Giant dwarf Peter Dinklage.
Oh,
because
yeah.
remember, this is the dwarf planet.
Asgard was...
And yet, the layers of that joke had me just on the ground,
Asgard
essentially.
was supposed to protect us. They find out that Thanos basically told him to craft the gauntlet. Thought it would spare the dwarves. Thanos killed all the dwarves, and then...
molded his hands.
Yeah, molded his
metal.
hands. Your hands belong to me.
What have I become?
Then from there, I believe... Well, they basically are saying that they have to restart the Forge. Then we cut back to Earth, and then Rhodey is talking to the U.S. government.
Yeah.
And again, he has action scenes, but I feel like that was his moment to shine, in all honesty, was where he tells off the secretary, and then Cap tells off the secretary.
Yeah.
If you get in her way, we'll fight you too. And
I like how there's no animosity towards any of them.
Mm-hmm.
He's just like, hey, Vision, Cap, and he's just walking around with his robo legs.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Well, because again, you've had a change of heart. I have. Arrest them. I'm on it. Throws away the fucking people.
That's a court-martial.
That's a court-martial.
But yeah, then they talk about trying to get. Oh yeah, I love. Wait, where's Hawkeye? Him and Scott took a plea deal or something and are under house arrest. They didn't want to put stress on their families. Wait, who's Scott? Oh, the Ant-Man. Wait, there's an Ant-Man and a Spider-Man? Just Bruce continually trying to catch up on the 2 years.
Yeah, that was good.
He was just walking in there. Hey, I'm here too.
Yeah.
That was a great line.
So they definitely
They didn't tackle the failed romance plot either.
That is going to be a bonus scene because there was a scene in the trailer of them talking while he's fixing the Hulkbuster armor, but they cut that. Also, I want to talk about the trailers after we get done with the synopsis.
I was about to say, I just watched a couple trailers, and there's a lot missing.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
So, then they go to Wakanda. Oh, I forgot. They give Bucky his robo-arm a little earlier in the movie. His new robo-arm. And then... When you said we were going to be opening up our borders, this is not what I had in mind. What were you expecting? The Olympics? Maybe a Starbucks? That was great. Yeah, Bucky's reunion. It's like, we had the Jabari tribe and these people, and a semi-functional 100-year-old man. So, got that. The whole Thanos scene with him sitting on the throne. Then I'm not disappointed that you didn't find the Soul Stone. I'm disappointed that you did. And you lied.
Yeah.
And then you find out that Nebula apparently almost assassinated him.
Yeah.
I loved how Thanos wasn't unbeatable in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
At the end, they gave him the business.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he tortures Nebula and reveals that he knows that Gamora told Nebula that she found the Soul Stone, and tortures Nebula until she agrees to take him to the Soul Stone.
There's a big theme of the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few in this. Because Strange was just like, if it's between you guys or the Eye of Agamotto, it's going to be the Eye. This one was just like, she's not letting her sister get tortured. There's a couple more. It's like, this is really... Sacrifice what you need to. Thanos did. He was like, off the cliff. And she's like, don't torture my sister who I hated so much.
We will get to that.
Chill out. Boo.
Love is irrational. That was kind of the message of the movie.
Yeah.
Because that just kept coming up.
He was like, get over that cliff.
Yeah. I think
here's his rationality.
I think that's nice.
That's what made him so relatable. He was the only one who did, quote unquote, what had to be done.
Yeah, we did skip around, but so they go to the planet that Gamora said. They see a ghostly messenger comes down and asks them if they're able to accept the challenge. Thanos says, I do. And then the motherfucking Red Skull appears.
Out of nowhere.
Who
was thinking about the Red Skull?
Like, in my mind, I'm like, he's out there. They have an opportunity at some point to bring him back. That was my only thought process. I didn't fucking think it was going to be this. Also, fun fact, that is not Hugo Weaving.
No, it's not.
They actually had a
one
dude.
Of the dudes from Walking Dead.
Yeah, who is a very good impersonator. And yeah, they get to the cliff, and in order to get the Soul Stone, a soul must be traded for the soul. And it has to be someone you love. And Gamora thinks, oh, he does.
Ah, you failed. Yeah. You don't love anybody. Screw you. Suck my balls. Tears.
It's like,
well, I gotta go.
Tears.
See you.
Not for him, child.
Yeah, tears.
For you.
Really? Not for him. They aren't. Yeah, those aren't for him, child. This isn't love. I watched my destiny. Was it something like I walked away from my destiny once before, not again?
I will never again.
And then just once he does it, his face just of pure shock and horror at what he's done. He regrets it, but he doesn't regret it at the same time, and then he gets the stone.
That is a pure, this has to be done and get over that cliff.
The fact that he has to look at the scene that he first saw when he arrived on that world side by side with Gamora. That's the scene composition that I really, really like. Is that it's literally the same view, just from a different angle.
Like, literally, too, even right before that, when Skull appeared as, like, the Shadow, he puts a hand out, like, protecting Gamora, too.
Yeah.
It's, like, a very subtle thing. He's just, like, stand behind, like, just a stand behind me gesture. And, and then I think, like, actually before that, because I feel like he goes almost straight from there to Titan, they crash land, Strange, Spidey, they crash land on Titan. And then, Peter's just like, by the way, if any strange aliens show up, don't let them lay any babies in my stomach. It's like, you watch too many movies, Peter. If you have one more pop culture reference.
It's like, I'm just trying to warn you guys, something's coming.
And
Blam!
Have a great little fight scene, and then the standoff is awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Do it, Quill. I can take it. When the big gun comes out, he can't take it. Yes, really, he can't take it. Also, when Mantis shows up, and Spider-Man's like, don't put your babies in me.
Oh, man.
You better
That's
be
true,
praying
too. That's like that's the first real, besides the Chitauri, which Spider-Man never really saw, as we've been shown. That's the first actual alien he's ever seen.
Nope, he saw the aliens at the beginning of the movie. He helped fight off.
Well, I mean,
the
besides
Thanos.
them, like interacted with.
But just like, baby, praying to Jesus. Jesus, you're from Earth? No, I'm from Missouri, which is on Earth.
Moron.
Then, ooh, excuse me. Oh, there is one joke I forgot before that I really liked in the beginning of the movie when Banner and Stark are first talking to Strange and Wong. It's like, yeah, they named a Ben & Jerry's flavor after me. And I was like, I'm a personal fan of Hulkbuster Crunch myself. And what they made that happened?
Yep.
Strange continuing his just random encyclopedic knowledge. But then they had the whole little planning session, and probably my favorite funny scene of the movie was kick names, take ass, and then the literal 15 seconds of silence of Stark just staring at them.
Oh,
like,
his face was me during every Guardians part.
Oh.
My brain just breaking from sheer stupid.
See, the thing, I like Mantis and Drax. I enjoy their comedy scenes a lot. That's just me personally.
Drax doesn't really ever do it for me. Sometimes.
I think
sometimes
Batista found a role for his shitty acting, and it suits him wonderfully.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole planning thing, and then Strange looking at every possible 14 million different possible alternative timelines, and they only win one of them.
Yep, this was the only way.
Then then I believe
I wonder if Tony will ever forgive Strange because he knew it would play out like this.
Then Thanos arrives on Titan. Oh yeah, you look like a Thanos. And then has the whole conversation of, and then with the Reality Stone shows Titan as it used to be and what happened, and then I was like, oh, you're now face to face with the master of the mystic arts, which that's going to be one thing I would definitely want to talk about. Strange specifically in these scenes. Then basically this whole fight scene starts off awesome. Tony shoves a piece of a spaceship into Thanos. He explodes it and then does a fucking
No, the best line.
Kingdom Hearts
as
Birth
he's
by
just-
Sleep scene.
when he's staring down Strange, and Strange uses the plural, like us or we, I forget which one it was, and Thanos just goes like, us? And then immediately gets the fucking thing dropped on him. That was outstanding transition.
Then basically it starts intercutting between this and then the war scene on Earth where the other children of Thanos land ships. I love when the ship lands on the shield. Bucky's just like, I love this place. Oh, I forgot they had Shuri inspecting the Vision.
Yeah. Why didn't you guys just
sure
do
you
this?
did your best.
Yeah.
Oh, my queen, she's the best. That's all I wanted. That just talk down to them busters. They ain't nothing to you. I'm sure you tried your
She
best.
immediately solves that whole problem with his brain function like it was nothing.
Evacuate the city, engage all the defenses, and get this man a shield.
Gets him 2 shields.
Yep. Then
Ah.
M'Baku, who is probably one of my favorite side characters from Black Panther, just him wrecking shop the entire time. Oh yeah, in the Hulkbuster. Oh my god, this is amazing! It's like being the Hulk without being off. Just trips and falls. They get up, have the exchanging of words. You're in Wakanda now. All you will find here is dust and blood. We
have much.
Blood
we
despair.
have blood to spare. That was it. Yeah.
then just the frickin' hellhounds that they unleash. They start just clawing their way through the shield.
They look just like unarmored Chitauri, though.
Not really.
Eh.
I don't think so. Yeah, then they open up the shield just because they're going to be encircling them. And then just, again, everybody gets their time to shine. Falcon, War Machine, everyone.
Everyone gets a little something, something. And
Yeah.
that's what I really like. There's a really good balance. There's, of course, you got your big stars. I think the 4 biggest people in this movie are Stark, Strange,
Iron Man.
Star-Lord, and Thor.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
everybody else has a lot.
Oh yeah, they have
Cap-
very standout
Cap
moments.
doesn't get a lot, unfortunately, because that's
It-
my man's.
That's going to
but-
be next movie, for
Yeah.
sure.
Because we still got the big reunion between Iron Man and Cap.
Oh, yeah. I think at this point
Who
we cut
both
back.
failed drastically.
Yeah, this was a movie about failure
Except for
without
one.
having to turn to the camera and say it.
Yeah, except for one person. Then we cut.
Shuri, who lives.
Then we cut
Yeah.
back to Thor, and they get the star running again, but the door closes that beamed the heat to heat the metal, and Thor decides to hold the gate open.
But his line, though,
Oh,
did
I-
we not get the anime reference that was there?
No, which one?
They quoted Fate Stay Night. But people die when they're killed.
No,
Yes.
he said, this will kill you only if I die.
Yes.
That's
I mean,
what
that's-
kill you means.
Yes, that's essentially what I mean. But
Yes, that's
yeah, that
what-
was essentially a Fate Stay reference.
I love just the delivery too by Dinklage. Just yes, that's what killing you means. Yeah, they get Stormbringer Forge, which it was actually a mix of 2 different weapons. So Stormbringer was the weapon of Beta Ray Bill, I believe the character's name is, who also proved worthy of Mjolnir, but they gave him another hammer axe. And then the design of it was very similar to Mjolnir in the Ultimate Thor's design. And then basically once they forge it, Thor's basically dying. They need to find a handle, and Groot's whole plot device comes into play. He forges the handle out of his arm and cuts it off. And then they immediately, just because the weapon's so damn powerful, Thor was able to summon the Bifrost and send them immediately to Earth. And just fucking goes ham. As soon as he jumped up in the air and went God mode, I was just like,
Banners.
yeah!
Banner's like, "Oh, you guys are screwed
now.
now."
You guys are screwed now. Well, bring me Thanos. Oh, so good.
By the way, these are my friends. This is Tree.
This is Tree
and Rabbit.
I am Groot. I am Steve Rogers. So good. I like the new hair.
Lame-o.
Hi, I'm Steve Rogers.
I like the new hair. I see her copying my facial hair now. Oh, so good. Then cut back to them fighting Thanos. Magic. More magic. Magic with a kick. So good.
Spider-Man was so good. He just give me so much more Spider-Man.
Yeah, they just did. I mean, they did a whole bunch of stuff. Then the whole plan of they managed to, Spidey webs up his arm, the gloved arm. Quill throws out the anti-grav thing to get his other hand. Strange pins him down with I believe that Strange, if you look in the comics, he actually used spells from the comics. He just didn't say their names. Like the red glowing like things that also grab Thanos' arm was like a legit spell that he's used in the comics. Then they sling ring Mantis onto his head to calm his emotions, which is just like awesome. And then Star-Lord fucks it up. Just my Gamora. He can't. Oh yeah, Nebula also crashes a ship into him. I forgot about that. She escapes. Just you didn't have to do that, or it's like, why'd you do that? I had to. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Just, cool. We almost got this thing off. Then he punches Mantis's grip off, and then.
I like how Tony was the voice of reason. Quill, I get it, but hold it together. We've almost got this thing off. And Quill's just not listening, not giving a fuck, just destroys the whole thing.
So, basically, once that happens, Thanos just tosses Mantis off his head. And this is one of the little things that Marvel does that, with a bunch of their characters, that to me just far and above will put them over DC. When Thanos tossed Mantis and she just goes flying, Peter's immediate reaction is to go save her.
Yep.
I loved that.
Yep.
I loved that. Just no hesitation. He just goes, oh no. Immediately goes to save her, just abandons the fight to make sure that she's okay. And then the next scene is him saving her, Star-Lord, and Drax when they're in the anti-grav situation.
Yep. I got you.
Then basically
got you.
Fucking, I know they cut back and forth, but I'm just kind of keeping on this fight scene. My favorite action scene of the movie was Strange being the Sorcerer Supreme. I've been wanting to see it. Holy fuck, the goddamn fucking Vishnu shadow clone shit. The mirror dimension, Thanos sends it back, he turns into butterflies. I was geeking out so much because I'm just like, I've been wanting to see this. Like, there's some cool stuff in the Strange movie, and then we got to see a little bit of it in Thor Ragnarok. I'm like, this is the Sorcerer Supreme right now. Oh my god, this is so cool. Loved it.
He was really amazing in this movie. I'm glad he got to do a lot because I was really like, because he's not like he's not like a lot of other people. He doesn't punch, kick, blast. He sort of whips and magics and just teleports, and basically he got this cool stance where he just goes, "You won't be doing that." He twists his hands and he got the shield around him. That's awesome.
Like to me, like my favorite scene just from pure like shot, music, feeling. Once like all the arms came up and his theme mixed in with the score, and then all the clones came out. Like to me, like that whole mood, I'm just like, yes, give me more. Then he manages to push Strange away. Sees that he's hiding it with the stone with magic, and then Tony comes in, has some licks. Thanos throws a moon at him.
I thought that he was gonna go full Madara Uchiha and crash it into him, and I was disappointed where it was just a couple meteorites. I was like, just go!
If you throw another moon at me, I'm gonna lose it. And then
Majora's Mask.
yeah. And then fucking just, you're Stark. You know who I am? I do. We're both cursed with knowledge. My only curse is you. Has an amazing whole fight scene, then gets the one punch in with like the fucking big O arm. And all that for a drop of blood, but Stark was the only one that made him bleed. And
not even Hulk.
Going through the whole bit of just like him ripping through all the armor.
Yeah.
And
as the armor kept repairing itself, but just it eventually just couldn't do it anymore. The scene where the helmet was just gone and then it was repaired, followed by the next scene where it's gone and he had to use what was left of the regeneration to make the sword to even have a chance.
Yeah. Then actually, before we get back to that, we cut back to the war where they have like the dig engine come from underneath the shield, and then Scarlet Witch decides to get into the battlefield, and she like wipes out a large chunk of the forces. And then Honor Guard, Black Panther Honor Guard, why was she up there the whole time? And then the Marvel ladies have an awesome moment of facing off against the female child of Thanos, which was really cool. Where Scarlet Witch throws her into one of the chainsaw things. That was gross. Yeah, she's not alone. Good scene. Good scene.
Oh yeah, that whole fight was really good.
Then the other guy sneaks in and supposedly kills Shuri. She's not dead.
No, she's far from dead.
She's not
dead. I liked her working on Vision, and then she looks back, sees that somebody got it, keeps working. Then she's like, screw it, turns around, starts blasting. She had a job to do and she did it until she couldn't. She's the real hero of the Avengers. Oh, speaking of which, you missed a really good part with Tony Stark and Parker, where he just goes, he taps him on the shoulders like, congratulations, you're an Avenger now.
Oh yeah, just the knighting.
The knighting.
Then Peter saving everybody. I love when Peter saves everybody, like, I got you, and you. I'm sorry, I don't remember your names. That's a great thing. Even in the face of fucking Mad Titan, Spider-Man was still Spider-Man. Loved it.
Yeah, still Peter.
Then Vision starts, attacking the one dude, still having problems. Bigger dude comes out. Then, they need help, so that's when Banner goes and tries to fight in the Hulkbuster armor. Hulk, if you're really in there, man. He's like, this. I know you like to come out at the last second, but this is it. This is time. It's now.
This is the last second. No.
Oh, screw you, you big green baby. I'll do it myself. Man, just putting the gauntlet on the dude and just erasing him on the shield.
Yeah.
And then I love where Vision's struggling, and then just Cap comes in, just like running a marathon. Oh yeah, when fucking they're charging the army, where Cap and Black Panther
are up front,
just pass up everyone.
The two superhumans.
Oh, that was great. That's a small little thing. Nothing's made of it. Oh, speaking of which, it got really, really tense in there. When it was just a shot of the big dog alien just right in his face, and it's like,
yeah,
are you gonna throat bit now? Chill out.
Oh, and just like before Thor came, when they were getting overrun, and like Black Panther's like get tossed to the side, another one grabs him by the leg. He's trying to crawl away, like.
Oh yeah, it was tense.
Then
Thor just appears and he's like, "You guys are screwed now."
Yeah, him just decimating ships as they're retreating. But cut back to Thanos as Stark's trying to, fend him off. He makes the sword, stabs Stark in the gut. All of the fucking flags were there. You're thinking, oh no, this is it. Stark's gonna die. Everybody thought he was gonna die. This is it. It's happening.
I hope. No, then one of Thanos' best lines is right there.
Oh yeah.
He's like,
you've earned my respect.
Don't worry, half of humanity will remain.
Well, I'd say
I hope what's left remembers
you. He's like,
you.
You've earned my respect, Stark. When I'm done, half of humanity will remain, and I hope they remember you. And then Strange gives up the time stone, saying, spare him and I'll give it to you. No tricks, wizard. Gives it to him. Thanos gets the stone. Star-Lord tries to shoot at him, but, fucking nothing happens because he has 5 Infinity Stones.
Yep.
And then Stark, why would you do that? We're in the end game now. Then Thanos arrives on Earth, just casually throws away all the Avengers.
He used a stone per Avenger.
Yep.
And it was amazing.
And then, I feel like he gave a little respect to Cap just because, he probably...
Cap held his hand. Held it in place.
He wasn't, he definitely wasn't giving full strength just because he fucking withstood the Hulk. But, basically, he was going down to reach for him, and then he's just like, oh. Okay, this dude's pretty strong. Crack! Right in the face.
That punch. Oh, man. Cap was just done.
But, then... Freaking, the whole 10... Everyone... There were, 2 or 3 scenes of I love yous in this movie. Basically every one of those people's relationships just got fucked. And and then the Vision's callback line where you can never hurt me. I only feel you, which is what Scarlet Witch said when she inspected the stone near the beginning of the movie.
In the beginning, yeah.
She blows up the stone while pushing Thanos away, and then Thanos' lines to her, just I understand your pain, child. You could never understand. I've lost more today than you know, but now's not the time for mourning. Now there's no time at all. Reverses Vision blowing up, smacks Wanda away, rips the stone out, gets all the Infinity Stones, then lightning to the face, Thor's flying in, he tries to send basically pure infinity energy to him. The hammer beats the energy, impales Thanos,
you should have aimed for the head,
snaps the fingers. Has the whole scene with Gamora, child Gamora. Did you do it? What did you lose? Everything. She gives just a grimace, fades away. He comes back, still impaled.
Yeah.
Infinity Gauntlet wrecked. Thor's just
what did you do?
He immediately just warps away, and then just one by one, people start falling. Bucky, Black Panther, Wanda, just all these different... Oh, Sam, Falcon.
Yeah.
Then we cut to back
Barnes,
to Titan.
T'Challa, Groot, Maximoff, Wilson, Mantis, Strax, Quill, Strange, and somebody else. I don't know.
Peter.
No.
Did you know
that didn't happen? That didn't happen.
That scene improvised.
Really?
Tom Holland. Basically, they told him it's just you're dying and you don't want to die.
Yeah, I had to look away from the screen. I legit turned my head.
Mr. Stark.
I couldn't watch that.
I don't feel so good. And just I don't want to go.
I don't want to go.
I've seen the movie twice. When that came up, I was just listening in the theater. And I just heard, oh no. I heard people just whimpering. I'm just this is so, oh no. And just
this is actually happening. Shit.
Thanos had even talked about when he had talked about the genocide on Titan, where he wanted it to be random, rich and poor. I think this was only slightly random. He let the people live who I feel like he respected.
I think he definitely let Tony live.
He definitely.
He's weirdly a man of his word, and he was just I'm not gonna hurt Tony.
Yeah, I think he let Tony live. I feel like he let Cap live. He let Thor live because I feel like it's okay, this dude fucking came back from the brink of death and almost killed me. You get props.
Some part of me wonders if it tried to choose Hulk, but Hulk can't die, so.
But yeah, then so they all fade into that. Tony lives. All the original Avengers live. And then it cuts to Thanos just on a faraway planet. Just sits down in his little hut, just looking content. And that's the end of the movie proper. And then we get the bonus scene of back in, I guess, in New York or somewhere, of Agent Hill, and Nick Fury.
Yeah.
Basically, kind of after the fact.
There's
saying,
nobody
like,
in there.
Yeah, saying, like, there's big energy readings over Wakanda right now. And then car crashes, and then basically stuff is going to hell. Helicopters falling from the sky. Hill evaporates. Fury's just like, okay, I need to make a page. Just like very calm and collected. He's like, shit's going down. All right, he goes and makes his little page. He starts fading.
Pushes a couple people out of the way.
As they fade to dust. Makes his little page. He starts fading. And they perfectly put in a Samuel L. Jackson motherfucker without having it in the movie. And then...
Oh, that made me laugh
Page is
so
sending.
hard.
Captain Marvel's insignia shows up.
Yeah.
And that's when BG just was over the moon. And I was rolling my eyes. And there was a couple people I was like, who was that?
There's one more captain in the Marvel Universe.
Yeah.
So...
Captain Marvel.
Yeah, for me, the highlights of this movie, as the Russo brothers do, all of the action scenes were so good. Choreography, fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
Strange, in particular, was my favorite. As I mentioned earlier, Thanos was the star of this movie. It was his movie. He is now the best CG character to appear in any movie ever. Easily.
Oh, yeah.
Josh Brolin's performance was fantastic. The balancing act was, bar none, just like, I don't know how they did it.
The transitionary movements from person to person were just stellar.
They actually, like, killed off some characters that I didn't think they'd kill off. There were characters in this movie. Peter,
Did not see that coming.
There's a difference between deaths that are going to be fixed, which are all of the Infinity Gauntlet deaths, and deaths that are permanent. Loki, Heimdall, and Gamora are dead.
Everything that happened before the Six Stones is permanent.
Like, I did not think they'd kill Gamora. I did not think they would kill her. She dead. Super dead. Loki, I figured.
I mean, again, that's if we don't get a House of M scenario, which we easily could, depending on certain factors. Because they could easily choose some stupid shit with Vision because of how much energy Wanda poured in to the Vision before he died, especially building up that whole multiple brain personality or power, whatever thing that they built up for Vision when they were taking the stone out. He's not just the stone. There could be more to him than that. He could absorb whatever Wanda is and essentially pull a reverse House of M on his own, possibly.
He's the only one that, to me, is questionable. Like, he could be very dead, or once they put the stone back into a body, he could be back. Who knows?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, we will see.
But yeah, this movie was dark. This is what DC has been trying to do for 5 years.
Yeah.
And Marvel, and the thing is, too, like, the jokes, they brought levity, but it didn't take away from the tone.
No.
And just BG, you referred to DA as BG, just letting you know that.
That was actually me.
Oh, it was? Okay.
I don't know. I did it on the computer. I don't know why. My compo was on this computer, I guess. That was me. I'm DA.
Oh, okay.
I'm DA. But yeah. I heard
That's
one of my
me,
brothers
I'm
next to me go, who's that?
Oh,
After BG.
Captain Marvel. So,
Yeah.
like, I've already said, like, my favorite moment was the Strange Thanos fight scene in this movie. What are your guys' favorite moments?
Huh. Again, my favorite scene probably has to be Tony's first fight with the suit. Fucking adored it.
a weird moment, but when Thor was just like, I'm hopping in the thing and was a star. I was like, that's a really good moment of what else do I have to lose?
Yeah. It's Suicide Boy, so is facing Thanos without that axe.
Also Shuri.
Yeah.
Dude.
Again,
she's
when it
probably
comes
alive,
to the writing of this movie,
and when
it was so good.
And when she finds out about T'Challa, there's so many.
You're gonna take up the mantle of the Black Panther.
I think we're not going to see a reaction. I think we're going to see the after effects.
I think
there's going to be a minor time skip.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think she's going to wear a Panther suit.
She is. She has worn it in the comics before, so it wouldn't surprise me.
So yeah, we got that. We got the Iron Man Cap reunion to look forward to.
Yeah.
I think something is going to happen where Hulk will somehow get a power boost, and we're gonna see
Red Hulk.
Red Hulk is not Banner. Red Hulk is Thunderbolt Ross.
Oh yeah, you're right.
No,
doesn't Hulk Hulk also go red too?
Nope. What I think we're going to see is a version of Worldbreaker Hulk, the strongest incarnation of the Hulk, where physically he is on par with Thanos. Thanos is smarter than him, so obviously he can outwit him. But in a straight-up fist fight, Worldbreaker Hulk could murder Thanos.
I don't think we're gonna get that. I think that him walking around in the Hulkbuster going, "Oh, so this is what it's like to be Hulk." I think it's gonna be one of the smart Hulks.
Yeah,
he's like, I know what it feels like to be Hulk now, so I'm in sort of control. So
exactly. There was that line right there, and I'm pretty sure at the end too, he says something along the lines of, "Buddy, we have some things to work out." Yes. So I think we're gonna see that weird Banner Hulk fusion personality pop up.
One of them's named Mr. Fix-It.
Is it? Huh.
Okay,
career. Did not know about that.
I know that one. I'm sure BG could just go in the 1980s. Glad he's not here.
Oh, he'd be ripping on your shit. You know that.
Also, most likely, Cap, Iron Man, and Thor are probably going to die in the next one. Mainly because Iron Man is too fucking strong now.
Oh, yeah.
He is too strong.
He went toe-to-toe with Thanos without a problem.
I predict
he lost, but he was the only one to make him bleed before Thor.
I think that in order to reverse everything, it's either going to be Cap and Iron Man holding the gauntlet, and they're going to disintegrate, or it's going to be Captain Marvel, who's just like, I'm so strong, I can do it myself.
Yeah.
Because they've already shown that it takes a toll on you. So.
In the comics, Nebula is the one that reverses the Infinity Gauntlet effect.
Yeah, but who cares?
They've been building her up, not so subtly this entire time. That's probably where they're going to go.
In the comics, it's Silver Surfer who crashes down to Earth and goes, Thanos is coming.
Yes, but he's not in this continuity.
Yeah, but they haven't built him up.
So...
They've built up
She's
Nebula.
there.
I'm saying they could change stuff.
They can.
And they gonna. And they gonna.
But she's there.
You
That's
hope they do.
Yeah, but she's dead. Who cares? Oh, I'm doing this for my sister. Yeah. My robot arm can do it. No, that's bullcrap.
I mean, that's probably what we'll end up seeing. Let's just be honest here.
So, yeah, next movie we got is Ant-Man and the Wasp, which... The end credit scene of Ant-Man and the Wasp is going to be Ant-Man or the Wasp, I really don't know who, and probably Hank Pym evaporating into dust. And then whoever's left is going to meet the Avengers. Either that or it's going to be like they have evaporated in the dust and then it cuts a little later and then Hawkeye meets up with Scott and saying like we need to go.
I mean, they've said now that the Black Widow movie is also going to be a prequel, so we don't know what that stands for.
I assume prequel is going to be very far into the past. You mean Captain Marvel?
No, Black Widow. They've said. No,
they're
going forward with it, but it's going to be
after
a
Infinity Wars, so I don't care about that. And then the end credit scene of Captain Marvel is going to be probably just her receiving the page. So
you think so?
Yeah.
You think her movie is going to take place completely disconnected from what's happening right here?
It takes place in the 90s.
Oh, does it?
It's already
I didn't know
stated.
that.
Yep.
Okay.
Nick Fury's got both of his eyes, and Phil Coulson is in the movie. Also, Ronan the Accuser is in the movie.
They've got the de-aging tech, but it's gonna look weird for a younger Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah.
They can do it, but it's gonna be. I don't like this.
Yeah, it might be
Uncanny Valley.
Mustache levels of bad.
So
no, it's not gonna be bad. It's gonna be good because they've shown that they can do it quite well in Civil War with Tony Stark.
Oh yeah, Civil War with young Tony. Yeah, I mean, it looked awkward. It was
still just like we know what Tony looks like now, and this is weird. Stop doing it.
And then old Tony stands next to young Tony, and then you're just like
Yeah.
But yeah, so where would you rank this, DA, amongst the Marvel movies?
I'd have to see it one more time, but I'd probably place it at the top of the mountain. It was really, really good. Before this, I'd say it was either
Civil War,
Homecoming, or Ragnarok.
Oh, okay.
But I'd put this right at the top of the mountain. This was quite the ride.
I think it's the best. It is the best one. I'm still mulling over it's my favorite or not. Just because.
Oh, it's definitely top of the mountain for me. Definitely my favorite.
It's definitely
right up there with Iron Man 1, Ragnarok, and Black Panther.
For me, it goes back and forth between it and Winter Soldier for me. Winter Soldier has been my favorite.
Winter Soldier's not even my top 5 anymore.
I love that movie.
Yeah, same here.
I love that movie. Yeah, this is definitely up there. I'm probably going to go see it again this week, to be perfectly honest.
Tomorrow.
3 times.
I know in 2 weeks for Mother's Day, I'm taking my mother to go see it, so... Thank you, MoviePass.
Yeah, I probably won't see it again for a good while.
Be careful, because they're going to start limiting it down to 1 movie per
I am grandfathered into the old plan.
Still. It's still changing.
I know it's changing, but I'm grandfathered into 1 a day.
It's still changing. For everyone.
I've read that there's grandfathering.
I've read that it's everyone.
Okay.
We'll see soon.
Yeah. But yes, I am this movie. This movie. Where is your brother? Do you know?
Where is my brother? That's a very good question. He is I don't know.
He said he was watching Lightning earlier on Facebook, so
yeah,
that's where he is. Just watching Lightning. But yeah, like I am Ant-Man the Wasp should be some nice levity. I'm really looking forward to Captain Marvel. A year cannot pass by quick enough. I need to see this next movie.
1 year to the day.
1 year. Also, so the second showing was Matsuri Khan for the staff had a special showing. The head guy, Matsuri Khan, he's just like, yeah, we're definitely doing this again next year, so I already got a ticket. Not right, at least not right away, but I know at least I have a showing already planned to go see it.
Yeah.
I am... Oh! I need the Blu-ray. I need the behind the scenes. I just need like a whole thing of Thanos.
Massive.
Need a whole thing of Thanos.
There's getting that DVD is going to be difficult, I think.
Just all the things. Is there anything else that we want to talk about? How is your week, DA?
It's so hot.
Yeah, I can't stand this weather already.
So, yesterday, we had in Ohio, like almost all of Ohio, a weather warning I had never seen before.
What's that?
Red flag warning.
I don't know what that is.
The humidity was so low that no one could, it was everyone was cautioned against setting fires because everything was so dry. We had 25% humidity.
Oh, that. Gotcha. Okay.
And
so the thing that California's in at all times of the fucking
basically.
Year. Gotcha.
Yeah, like I'd never seen that before. I'm like, that's weird. And when like it was like 84 degrees outside, I walked out of work and I'm like, this is nothing. This is nice. This is really nice. Like, I need a beach. This beach going weather. Just 84 without any humidity just feels amazing.
Like, I wouldn't. I wouldn't know. I miss that. I miss that a lot.
Yeah, today was really hot and got muggy. And
it's fucking awful.
There's gonna be thunderstorms for the next like 4 days.
Yep, tomorrow is gonna be really rainy and thundery.
But yeah, I think with that, we will call this podcast adieu. So I think DA, you need to look up 100 random Marvel facts.
Oh, I keep forgetting. What am I doing?
I feel
okay, like 100 random Marvel facts. You know what? I'll see if there's an Avengers one.
There we go.
Yeah, make it so.
Dude.
Somebody talk while I'm doing this.
So one of the heroes that a lot of people, Marvel heroes that people want Marvel to get, is Namor, basically the Aquaman of the Marvel universe. And I finally read up on just Universal's fuckery with him. Basically, like, Universal holds the rights to solo Hulk movies and Namor. And
of course they do.
They just don't want to give those up. Not for any money. They're just incredibly stingy with it. And they just don't want to give it up. I have a feeling, too, it deals with... Because they also have the rights to Marvel for Florida amusement parks. Like... Disney World in Florida can't have Marvel attractions because there's a whole Marvel section at Universal Studios Isles of Adventure.
I thought there were plans on making Marvel World at Disney.
Maybe, I don't know, but that's been the case. Yeah, like people wanting to see that. I mean, in a few years we'll get some X-Men stuff in the Marvel universe just because the Fox deal will probably end up going through. But yeah, we shall see.
I forgot about at the end of the Guardians 2, there was Adam Warlock hinted. Wonder if he's gonna play a part in the next.
I just linked it. Yeah, they're bringing immersive Marvel Land to its theme parks.
Okay. James Gunn has stated that Warlock is premiering in Guardians 3. So.
I thought he had a stone though.
No, all the stone. Thanos has all the stones.
Huh.
But yeah, Warlock is premiering in Guardians of the Galaxy 3. So he ain't showing up in Avengers, confirmed.
That sucks.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, so there was not a Avengers one. There's a book. If you guys want to buy me that and then wait.
No, we're good.
For episode 100 now.
Michael. 1 to 100.
Let's go top of the mountain. 100.
Oh, so let's go all the way. And I got a big old ad. Glad it didn't play any sounds because that was
of course.
Not child friendly.
You like porn? We know.
I got you, homie.
No verses. You don't get to pick a number until next week, maybe.
Okay, this is good. This is something I forgot to talk about, but Terrence Howard quit the Marvel franchise after producers planned to cut his salary by $7 million and give the money to RDJ. He makes too much money. Enough. I think the number for these two movies when they filmed them simultaneous was 200 mil. None of that.
Yeah,
he doesn't
That's
need
too much.
He doesn't need to act ever again. He really doesn't.
He hasn't needed to in a while.
Also, I forget who I saw post this. There was a golden opportunity for someone, fucking Quill, Peter, I don't care, for when Stark and Strange were in a scene together, and they both said something, and someone would be like, "Oh yeah, nice going, Sherlocks." It's such a golden opportunity. But they didn't.
There was probably rights there that they couldn't breach.
Or they could have done a Peter Quill, Peter Parker thing. Hey, Peter, huh?
Also, I love the fact that Deadpool just has a Peter for the sake of having a Peter. He has no powers. He's just their Peter. Thank you, everybody, for tuning into this.
Wait a second. Versus number 47. Before Marvel was returned the rights to make an Iron Man film, New Line Cinemas attempted to make a movie featuring the title character doing battle with War Machine, who would eventually turn out to be Howard Stark, Tony's long supposed dead father. That would have been weird and dumb, and I'm glad they didn't do that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. So thank you, everybody, for tuning into this episode of the Podcast of Stuff. Next week is number 100. Hundreds.
And we'll probably have no real topic to speak of.
All around. Yes, indeed, we will not. There will be stuff.
Kingdom Hearts will be announced for a date.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay.
We'll get a month. No day. Just
June-ish?
June-ish, but no year.
We'll get a quarter. 2018 Q3. See you next time, guys. All right.
Well, yawning. Later.
I forgot to prime the credit scene, and it's coming up right now.